Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Tshegofatso, or Tshego in short, and I create content centered around the authentic self, personal development and growth, and overall well being. And today's topic is giving yourself permission. As always, I have notes jotted down in my journal, and time and again, I'll be referring back to those particular notes. As I introduce the topic in this video, I am reminded how human nature compels us on entertaining negative thoughts as a defaulter. Like, for example, when I said giving yourself permission, automatically one would say it is easier said than done. So, as we're going to unpack this particular topic, I want you to resist the negativity and engage positive thoughts. Please do that for me. So, in Bible study, I was reminded that the conscious mind operates on an objective level, meaning that whatever that you feed your brain, it will try to objectify it, and sometimes it will find a lot of reasons that might not be as positive, and in certain circumstances it brings out its defensive side. While the subconscious mind, when you feed it, it operates on a positive level. It allows you to dream and actually believe that it shall happen. So friends, give yourself the opportunity to dream again. Intentionally so, I'm saying give yourself the opportunity to dream again, because I know that you have been a dreamer, you have been dreaming, but for some reason something in life happened and then you stopped dreaming. You stop dreaming the truth and the goodness that your life will present before you in prepping up your future self, right? And I know that during the uncomfortable times, the uncomfortable seasons, and whatever that life had presented itself to you, it made you shrink your desires. But I want to encourage you to let it go. Let it go. Let it be gone. Because why? Playing small will not bring justice to yourself, nor will it make the situation better. Playing small will not bring justice to you, and nor will it make the situation better. Stop living a life of being a spectator to others or being a spectator in other people's lives. If they can actually achieve it, it means that you can also achieve it. In case that you've forgotten, you are actually a miracle that fought amongst others to be conceived and finally born. So it was not by mistake that you were born. You actually deserve to be here. Make something great of yourself, as there are many battles you are still going to face and conquer, but it just need a positive mindset. And I know others will say, how can I have a positive mindset when at times there is no hope? Remember, in life, you can either choose to be positive or negative. And usually negativity drains us down, and sometimes it doesn't even help in making us find solutions, whereas having a positive mindset can actually help us to find solutions in difficult circumstances or in difficult times, or it can actually align us to find assistance elsewhere. But just having that right ingredient, which is called the positive mindset. So if you're still breathing, you can make things happen. Just align yourself with positive people, and like I said, positive surroundings. Don't be a prisoner of your past hurts and disappointment. I know that a lot of people are going through a lot at this time in moment, but please don't allow yourself to stay longer in that season. Seasons are exactly that. They are meant to come and go. Seasons are not our destination, and one should never be defined by their seasons, and especially the difficult, uncomfortable seasons. So venture in your full potential. Don't just venture in your potential, because I know you have potential. You've proven yourself to have potential. I want you to take all of it. If you have been putting 65%, raise the bar. Give it a higher potential. Give it your 100% potential. So give your full potential. You are enough as you are. And what I mean by that, stop comparing yourself with others. Stop comparing yourself, stop being in competition with people. You are enough. You are unique as you are. All right? And can only get better. So explore and go reach the greatest heights, whatever that means for you. Go reach those greatest heights. No matter what, how you define it. So go reach those heights. I'm like myself, if I think back, I've had a lot of seasons where I have struggled, and I refuse to succumb to that. My life, I refuse to succumb to that. And the doubts that have been feeding my mind and that have been trying to dim my life, I'm refusing those negativity. I'm refusing. And I know it takes a lot of you to actually tell yourself that, no, I'm not going there anymore. This is not who I am anymore. I'm a better person. It's like hyping yourself, believing that you are the greatest, believing yourself that you are the best, believing that you've got a purpose, believing that there's a reason why you were created, and believing that there's a reason why you are walking on earth. Have a greater mindset, have a positive mindset, have a greater outlook in that. And that's actually what I have tuning myself in that direction. Thinking that, that could have had a lot of reasons through my struggle to think that, maybe this is the end of the road for me. But as long as I'm breathing, I need to pump myself and believe that there's a greater purpose than all of that I have been through, right? And because of life's unpredictable and what yet that has to come. But you see, I think going through different seasons in our life prepares us for other seasons that will come that might be a season of difficulty, but now you'll be prepared in how you will deal with certain situations. So I guess everything that we walk in life is not a mistake, but it was in preparation for us to be better people in terms of handling situations. Better people in terms of handling situations. I'm choosing to operate on the subconscious mind, allowing positivity back in my life. I owe myself that much. You owe yourself that much. I owe myself to believe in myself. You owe yourself to believe in yourself, to accept that I am uniquely and beautifully made. I am a victor. I am a goddess. You are a victor. You are a goddess. You are a victor. You are a warrior. Not realizing the value and potential that you have embodied is quite scary. In fact, when I think about it. Also, not following your intuition and not going to launch what truly burns inside of you. It's scary. I often say to myself when I'm just meditating and just thinking about my life in general, I have to say to myself that I'm afraid that when my time comes, when God will call me and he asks me, and he says to me, welcome, my child. Now let's look at your life in review. And he says to me that great plans and adventures were coming your way, but you let fear, doubt, and unplanned seasons rule over your thoughts. Great things, great plans and adventures were coming your way, but you let doubt, fear, and unpleasant seasons rule over your life. Yo, friends, I think that's one of the things that I fear. That actually when I leave earth and I'll be one with my maker in heaven, he'll just pull up a sheet and say, let's watch a movie. Yeah. I see that you had fear, you had doubts, and all of that, but you really stood in your way. And life could have been worked out for you like this and that and that and that because of I knew the minute that you were conceived, great and mercy was going to follow you. But what did I do? Imposter syndrome, self-sabotage. And at times in the content I've shared or content that I've created, I often go back to COVID. I think, COVID at its heightened should have taught us to not only self-introspect, but realizing that life, it's a one-way ticket. And let's do the best that we can do while we're still alive, because so many have lost their lives. And because of we are here, we must commit to ourselves to do greater things for ourselves, to live and not just operate, on pilot mode, but just live, right? So, friends, save yourself, because nobody else is coming to save you. Nobody else is coming to save you. Nobody knows you like you know yourself. So even when people will come and say you are like this and that, oh please, no. In fact, you don't even need validation from people to tell you who you are. Of course, there'll be others who will be, being positive, complimentary, and all of that. But let me tell you something. There's a saying in social media streets that your like is extra. Your compliment is extra. Of course. Yeah, getting carried away there, throwing in my language. All right. Now that you will be on your journey to actually giving yourself permission, hyping yourself, I want you to consider 4 things when giving yourself permission. Firstly, is allowing yourself to do something that you would normally stop yourself from doing. Allowing yourself to do something that you would normally stop yourself from doing. And you know yourself. You know yourself. You know, deep down, in your heart that there have been a lot of things that you've been stopping yourself from doing because of doubt and fear. And we're chucking it out of the window. We're not going to be, we're not going to take that anymore. You're not going to be taking that anymore. I'm not going to be taking that anymore, friends. Secondly, giving yourself permission can be a way of accepting your current situation, feeling your emotions. I always advocate being in tune of who you are. Listen to yourself, or being who you really are. I'm going to say it again. It can, giving yourself permission can be a way of accepting your situation, feeling your emotions, or being who you really are. If you're operating on pilot, if you're operating on a pilot mode and succumbing to society and just, allowing yourself to sign that social contract that society puts it visibly out there, hinder who you are, being pretentious who you are, then why are you living? Why are you living? Break it down. Break that thing down. Break those walls down. Break those rules down that confirms who you are, because you know who you are. And you need to let your truest sense come out. Thirdly, giving yourself permission can help you make life simpler, happier, and be more authentic. Giving yourself permission can make life simpler, healthier, and being more authentic. You need to define what is happiness for you. Stop looking at the difficult things. Stop making life difficult for yourself by trying to save everybody around you but not yourself. But trying to be there for people but not yourself. And you often wonder, when it is time for them to show up for you, they don't. Show up for yourself first. Why are you neglecting yourself? Why have you been neglecting yourself? Part of that is trauma, but that's a topic of another day, or a topic that can be discussed in a different video. That part of not living your truest, authentic self and trying to be the savior of everybody else can be a form of trauma. I'm guilty of that. I know. I'm very much guilty of that. So I'm quite strong in this area. The fourth pointer is giving yourself permission can also help you to learn from your mistakes and embrace your imperfections. I love this one. Giving yourself permission can also help you to learn from your mistakes and embrace your imperfection. Embrace your imperfection. Give me a standard model of a perfect somebody, of a perfect human being on this earth. And I'll take back what I've just said right now. Give me a perfect embodiment of a human being, that is perfect. And I'm not even talking about Jesus Christ here. I'm talking about a human being that was not conceived by the Holy Spirit, that was not conceived through the Holy Spirit, but by a human, that is actually perfect. So let's stop being harsh on ourselves, okay? Let's just embrace the imperfections and just grow from that. So I'm going to close this topic with a quote by Louise Hay, and she says, give yourself permission to be all that, let me start. I give myself permission to be all that I can be, and I deserve the best in life. So I want you to take ownership. When you look at the mirror, or in your silent time and quiet times, quiet corners, wherever you consider to be your sacred time, not necessarily place, but your sacred time that you're going to give for yourself. So give yourself permission for that time. I want you, as you say Louise Hay's quote, do this to yourself. Pat yourself on your chest and say, I give myself permission to be all that I can be. I give myself permission to be all that I can be, and I deserve the best in life. And I deserve the best in life. And in addition to that, I say, despite your circumstances, because in the midst of chaos, let's let it go. You deserve the best in life, despise what life throws at you. I truly enjoyed creating content and sharing this video with you. Thank you so much again for tuning in. See you in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.